Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market view. US markets were mixed as Dow was up about 0.17 points, but Nasdaq and S&P both were down about 0.27 and 0.05%. In fact, the 10-year bond yields have actually remained firm around 3%, and the Bank Bernanke has indicated that the economic recovery is not complete as yet, but the interest rates could be at a lower level for an extended period of time. So we are getting a bit of mixed signals from Bank Bernanke and the US economy overall. European markets were up about 0.2 to almost about 0.5%. No major data points from the Eurozone as such. And when we look at the Asian markets today morning, there are sharp cuts across the markets. The Nikkei is down almost about 2%. Remember friends that Japanese markets were shut for almost about 8 trading sessions, and they are adjusting to the global markets for an extended period of time. And Hang Seng is down about 0.78%, and also the Chinese markets are down almost about 1.9% as we had negative Chinese PMI manufacturing data where the number was 50.9 versus the last month data of about 52.5. So there is a month-on-month contraction that we've seen in the manufacturing data from China, which is what is reflecting in the way the Asian markets are reacting to. In terms of flows, friends, FIs were net sellers in the cash market to the tune of about 18 crore. The domestic institution were sellers to the tune of about 239 odd crore. And in the index futures, we have seen them selling close to about 618 odd crore. Back home, our markets are quite stable. In fact, nothing is happening at the index level, but we've seen certain pockets of strength coming out from the Pharma Pack, Lupin and Ranbaxy, and Divi's Lab have shown a good resilience. Also, the IT as a sector is doing extremely well in anticipation of good set of numbers, both from Infosys and TCS and a couple of other names like HCL, Tech, Wipro, etc. So we are seeing some kind of a positive rub-off on that entire pack. But the rest of the market, including banks, are not participating in that kind of a up move, and we are seeing that both Bank Nifty and Nifty are not showing any kind of a meaningful up move. On that note, let me invite Sadhna to take us through important F&O cues and ideas that we could have from the F&O side.
Let's have a view on derivatives. On Friday's trade, we have seen that market players have squared off their short positions as around 16.35 lakh shares were reduced in open interest, and we have seen that increase in the cost of carry by 15%, due to which market recovered from the day's low and closed the session with a negligible loss of 0.10%. And on the options front, we have seen that PCR is increased significantly 0.80 to 0.87, which is clearly indicating that put option has added more number of shares than call option. We have seen that put option has added around 38 lakh shares in open interest, whereas call option has added only 6 lakh shares in open interest, which is clearly visible in the options activity. As we see, 5,900 put option has seen a significant rise in open interest, and call strike of 6,200 and 300 had seen a good activity. On Friday's trade, FIs were approximately 100 crores net buyers in future and option segment, and our intraday support would be 61856205 and resistance would be 6250. Overall, our bias for the market is negative as we are trading below our weekly VWAP, and we may see uncertainty and volatility may continue to persist in the market. Thank you.
Here are the important news and events that we are tracking today. First of all, some kind of a rejig in Infosys post the exodus of the top level executives. Two important employees, BG Srinivas and UB Pravin Rao, have been promoted as the directors, and they are the possible contenders for the CEO's post after the current CEO SD Shibulal leaves the company. The petrol prices have been hiked by 75 paise a litre, diesel prices have been hiked by 50 paise per litre. So one can expect some positive action in the oil marketing companies like BPCL, HPCL and IOC. The coffee output in 2013 and 14 could be lower to about 3,11,500 tons versus about 3,47,000 tons earlier due to heavy rains in Karnataka and the Coorg region where majority of the coffee production happens. And Tata Steel is looking out for an increase in the prices of the long steel products as imports have actually squeezed. In the last 2 or 3 months, the company has raised the prices by about 2,000 to 3,000 rupees per ton. ONGC will invest about $9 billion in bringing production to an array of oil and gas discovery in its KG-D6 basin from the year 2017-18 period. Adani Power has fully commissioned the 1320 coal-fired power project in Rajasthan, so total capacity goes up to about 7,920 tons. The board of directors of Claris and Mastek will meet on Tuesday to consider a buyback proposal. MCX SX, which is the equity platform of MCX, said that the SEBI has given a final approval for the appointment of Saurabh Sarkar as the new MD and CEO of that company. Also, there has been a 1:1 right issue to the existing shareholders under these SEC regulations. So watch out for some action in MCX stock, which has seen a good action in the last about 2 or 3 trading sessions. And Heidelberg Cement India has completed the sale of its cement grinding facility at Raigad to JSW Steel effective after January 3rd. Reliance Industries and its partners have indicated that there could be an improvement or increase in the KG-D6 gas output to about 1 to 3 million cubic meters per day of gas production in the KG-D6 field. So one can go long on Reliance with a stop loss of 845 and a target of about 890 to about 906. MOIL has increased the prices of various grades of manganese ore between 3 to 7% for Jan to March quarter. So one can go long on MOIL with a stop loss of 230 and a target of about 242 to about 247. That's it from all of us, friends. Have a good trading session and see you tomorrow at the same time.